What's up, peoples? It's a Terraformer, and let's finally get this behemoth on finished. The Mushroom Factor, Fun Size Edition by pablopeach. And basically this took me about, a very long time to get actually finished. I mean, once I got it done, I did do a bit of editing to it. That took a while because of the sheer length of it, but you know. It's a one-world vanilla puzzle hack designed for old-school players who could comfortably beat the original without save stating and want a fresh new challenge that stays faithful to the gameplay mechanics of the original. The game is hard, but it's not. Kaizo and tool abuse is never the solution to any of the puzzles, and yes, I read that and I was like, okay, I think I will try it out, but there's some stuff that, you know, it's, it stumped me at first, so, coming up right here, I was just like, you want me to do what? Already? I mean, not even already, if you're saying what you said just now, but it's like, duh, you bring it over here and you do stuff, and it's like, I don't remember ever having to, do that sort of shenanigans in the original, but, you know, you learn with the hacks. Mario and Bowser have both reached the live grand finale of the Mushroom Factor. However, can Mario get to the castle on time? Yeah, and I didn't read the actual plot, because it has plot, and it's set in, like, present day and stuff, and Mario and Peach are married, and Peach is a jet-setting humanitarian, yes, and princess thing with her Toad Peach, yes, things. Totaling, I'm on my way to the castle with Toad. I told him to tweet some tips, to you as you travel to the finale. Yep, so you get that, and I go over here and I'm like, I'll find that because I just found it, like, probably the day before or something. I don't know. I recorded this all last night, and then, yes, with all the editing, I was like, I am too tired to finish this up. There's a new mechanic, L&R. It will teleport you to sometimes a pretty good spot. Like, it's not really even a restart the level, it's like so technically, if you remember, you can like sub a death or something, I guess. I did it like maybe twice or something, falling into pits, but I'm guessing if you just remember it, you could do it more accurately or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't plan on actually playing this hack, if ever at all again, not for a long time, just for the sheer amount of times I played it in such a short time, and here I'm just like, I want you, and then I was like, you're too far away, and I was like, there's utterly no reason I'm doing this, I don't know why. It's like, I could lose my, you know, stuff going on. We will be coming back here. Oh yes, I collect all the dragon coins, isn't that cool? And why do I call them dragon coins? But because I think that's what they're called in the manual, but why do they call them dragon coins? Yes. Springboard would have just stopped me in place, so I guess, oh hey, you get to see more of the cave, which is nothing, so there's a shell ahead of me. Mario can see it, we can't. Not from his direction of viewing. The Grassy Level. And yes, this level doesn't start out very grassy, but the one way to alleviate this problem ahead of us is to go into the Sonic Land, and there's stuff over here, so you can kind of see on the edge up there if you pay attention. Yes, stuff is happening on screen, and shortly I will just be starting to doing stuff and things, and it's like, yeah, you might not know that on your first try of stuff. Bro, if you do not reach the castle, Bowser will win on forfeit, so be careful. We both know Bowser is not above a little foul play. Luigi. Yep, so you come up here. Yep, so I got, yes, this is the entire hack in one video. That's why it's so long. I mean, there was a fair amount of editing, and fast forwarding. Actually, you know, I showed all of, like, yes, I think I showed all of the errors and deaths that can be made and stuff, and, yes, you gotta bring a shell around here, you gotta give it to that guy, and you come over here, and, you know, you watch this happen, and that was all for that. That was all for this P-switch. You can hit it here because that shell falls. Yep, so you're pretty good in shape, unless you do something like no, I don't do it in this. You see, I have done this. I forget. Like, did I throw the shell off? Did I need to? I don't know. That was like, I think that was when I tried live commentary, I think. But then I was just like, I don't know. I just wanted to get it recorded, and it didn't really go so well live recording, and I'll get to that when we get to that stage, which I utterly demolished, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know. So yes, utterly lots of free lives, and it's very nice of him, because there is parts of this, there is a level that you may or may not be losing a lot of lives if you choose to play it without tools, particularly. Let's come over here and, well, read this text box. You can put a shell down safely by throwing it up in the air, and previously I was just kind of pressing down, hoping for the best. So, yes, and if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean is sometimes he'll just kind of kick it, and I guess it might be my error because I'm hitting also like right or left at the same time, but well, I fall here for no reason, but looky here, we got a Koopa guy, and since he's here, you know that he's useful, and for some reason I was like, I want to get that life in there, I want to just show it off, and I was like, I don't want to get that life anymore, because it's not a power-up, because, you know, he was smart with the display of power-ups. He uses it to his advantage, to make stages upon them. Yes, it's pretty interesting, and it sucks because it made me have to play a certain level twice because it didn't work. I'm not really sure, but here I'm just finagling stuff because for what I have to do next has caused me utter lives, and I lost one there. So hey, first route, fast forward time. I couldn't talk. Yeah, so I don't know why I always call fast forwards rewinds. I do that quite a lot. I don't know. I just, if I say rewinds, I probably meant fast forwards because, not for nothing, but I don't really talk about that much. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I don't know, generally I'm talking about what I'm doing on screen, and it's usually something like that. So yes, Switch Palace. Switch Palace is going on, and it is a level that I just cut out. It would not fast forward without fast forwarding this part, basically. And I was like, why is this section also getting fast forwarded? But basically I grinded a little bit of lives, and yes, it's just a little dodging these guys sections. If you've ever played the newest Cooler Cruel level, you will probably have much ease with them. Not that I had much ease with them, but I did play the first level, and I attempted it with, like, since it's not like, what the hell, you basically do not have infinite lives on the intro screen, so, I was using save state at the beginning, and then I was getting annoyed, and I put another one, but I don't even think I got past the stage, because I don't know, I'm just like, if I can't do it with, I don't feel like sitting here, like, just going back and forth with things. So, I didn't. But now that we got the yellow Switch Palace, we can go back here and get back on topic on the grassy lands, and yep, so no fast forwarding here, none needed, and I said that on my live recording, and boy was I wrong, but here, we're just fine, so, it's a finicky part at the end of this little section, because here you gotta feed the Yoshi guy, gotta use him around as a tool, which I don't remember that ever in the original Super Mario World, just saying, like, you might want to put there and also maybe some hack experience, because, I don't know, man. Hop on my back and I'll help you to the castle. To get off me at any time, just do a spin jump. So it's like that song from SpongeBob. It's like, it is, yes, I am very good at thinking, but I can't even think of the guy's name. Tiny Tim, yes, that is his name, but I can't think of the song name, but something very, like, falsetto and high-pitched. I actually kind of like it, but that's, I don't know. SpongeBob was a weird, I liked it for a little bit. I was in that age bracket for a little bit, but then, I don't know. At some point I just stopped watching Nickelodeon, and I don't remember when that was, and then, I don't know. So over here, you get the key, and get off that guy, and yes, things are happening, and you gotta get rid of him over here. And then, yes, there is also a life here, but you just have to hit the box. You don't fall, but you hit the box. You don't really have to get it on your first try. Well, you don't have to go get it. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's right in the place that you're going. So you come down here, and all your tools are already here waiting for you. So there's also a trickier way. You can kind of throw that in more with Mario, but there's really no point when you can eat it with the tongue. So really, there's no point risking getting bitten by that muncher. So here is the finicky part. Pretty much what you gotta do is grab the shell. You grab the shell, fly up here, and you gotta come up a little bit and spit it in like that. And that is the really only way you can do it. Well, there's other ways, but I mean, like, I don't know, other ways I was trying were getting me killed by shell chain reactions going on. The cave level, which doesn't start out very cavey, and here you'll see me, like, just rewind, fast forward, holy shit, but it's like, you'll see me fast forwarding for reasons not progress by death. Yes. Okay, so maybe I should talk through this, because it might be a little longer. Maybe I should have, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have shown as much, but, you know, it's there. It's me just trying to get that coin, because I was like, I got it in the other levels, so why not just go for that? I had no idea where they would be in other levels, so I was not sure the difficulty of that, and turns out it wasn't too bad, but, you know, it's like, you gotta do this. And that finally happened, hooray! So let's actually get into the cave of this level, you know, because this isn't very cavey, and this is Second Reality Project music, by the way. Yeah, I didn't even talk about well, this is Sonic music, and what is the song name? It is Chemical Plant Zone. Okay, so I should really know my Sonic a little more. And was that from 2? That was from 2. Okay. Okay, so Yoshi, Key, you're unimportant. You got these guys, and these guys can be a little tricky to deal with sometimes, but that's okay. So I'm really, I should be actually, but I didn't even mention like the Mega Man 4 music on Overworld screen, the Mega Man 4 like overworld map screen from Mega Man 4, not 4, 3. It was 3 all along. But yes, I'm mentioning the game I own, but I don't have 3 yet. It is actually on the way, but you know, that is quite interesting. But yeah, now you know, I don't know why I didn't mention that. I was probably in the middle of some sort of, like, climactic story that was going on. It was so intense and interesting. And check it out, because we will be seeing this landscape in a future date, a future time. Not that much further in time, actually. So, we got the water level, and the water level is sheer nonsense. We will be approaching my first death montage, and it's one of maybe 2, and it really should be one of maybe like 4 or 5, but 1 or 2 levels had not taken me as long as they had in other recording sessions. Like, my first time playing this one stage, it took me you can breathe underwater for 100 seconds. If you're running out of air, go back up to the surface. And yes, you can see the timer. And we got music. It is from Metroid, and it is, what is it from? So I have it listed here, written down for copy and pasting time later, but it is Kraid's Lair. So yes, it is from, well, that part. This one I think is the nest, but you will see later. But and you go in there, and yes, here is the start of destruction. Because I'm like, they're all on the way. All the coins, there's one I go to here. I'm like checking the pipes. I'm like, do I have to go to the pipe first to make progress, or like, do I just, I don't know. I forgot they were just on the way to my destinations, and sure enough, like every time I do, I just utterly fail miserably. I don't remember how it was in this particular junction, but you know, okay, so it's in here is where, and here's the thing, you gotta make sure you're definitely just holding down, or you will kick it. So you gotta get him in there, and sometimes he doesn't want to, and you're more focused on the failure down there, and you failure up in your head. It's not good, not good. And then you die here by a stupid fish, and it's like, I'm simulating anger. This is like how it would feel if this was a live commentary. It's like, now I'm just like, it's done. It's like so many times you just lose that shell, and it's like, you gotta go all the way back. Gotta go all the way back, Mario. Sorry. And I showed too much of this back. Oh, no I didn't, because there was a death. So why not just leave it all? So, back down here, in this utter mess, you gotta wait for him. He comes over here, and you get a star. You get a star to kill Mr. Urchin and get a P-switch. What do we use this P-switch? Who knows? Who knows? Let's hit that thing. Night, babe. Toad and I just checked into the travel tavern. Make sure you rest tonight and stay out of mischief. Peach. Still, like, it's been Luigi at least once. Toad does not make any interaction for reasons which will be discussed in future time. When time is then later, there will be, yes, okay. So anyway, we're still here in this utter place that is dangerous, and this is the pipe, this is the location you want to go to. Yes, indeed, and you gotta do something that I also didn't know on my first try. Gotta like kinda sit it up there like very carefully, and I don't know if there's down pressing involved. There could be, possibly, and here you gotta like press 2 buttons, hold down one, tap another. It's kinda stressful on the thumb, if you know what I mean, if you know what I'm getting at. And I'm like, let's just show off this death, because it's possible, and utterly I didn't do this on purpose. I was just thinking of it, and that's what happened. Oh well, I got it on cam, and I didn't even do it the next try. How sad face. Not even the try after that? Uh-oh. Where is it? Which monster is it gonna be? Which monster is it gonna be? Oh, bottom one. Hooray. 3, 3, 4. Wow. Actually, that could have still been 3, but check out this music. I forgot about that. Oh, if only I could have fast forwarded my voice and chipmunk that or something. It's just so finicky, this system. I don't know why. Back to normal time, getting that key again, and we got hyperspace Kraid music going on, and yes, I actually, you know, I don't remember what reviewer it was, but I've heard like Bash on the Zero mission, and I don't know, I really liked it. I mean, I can't say I grew up with Metroid per se, the original, but I did, in fact, you know, grow up with a NES, so I don't know, I just thought it, I felt it was disjointed. Yes, get a mushroom and you can smash the turn block by spin jumping. However, once you start, it's hard to stop. Take a sprint roar through the gold, and something arbitrary is bound to happen. Yes, that is how many times I've seen that, but you know, I guess it happens when you're in this line of hobby. It's like, I guess I could say work, but it's very hard to say that. I really can't. Even when there's that going on, I mean, it's there. But I have a job, like, I don't know. I don't know, but it'd be nice. Things are happening on screen. You have to put that spinning guy up there, so you get that, and you know, for the P-switch here, and you will probably, I don't know, you might get it on your first try. Who knows? I didn't. It took me actually a while probably to figure that out, I think. But you know, you come over here, and then if you do something weird like that, I don't know what I did, but you know, just sometimes that mushroom's just a little too ahead of you, or a little too before you, and you just walk right past it. So it's like, you gotta play it all over. Oh noes. Twice, no less. Rainbow Road, by the way. Mario Kart 64. No, not really. SNES. Was it the right one? Was it the right thing? Because really, I don't wanna have to do that again, Mr. Guy. Oh, thank you. You're so generous. The first mushroom in the game. Let's just do this again, because why not? Yeah, that's enough of that. Oh, there's Mario. I was like, where is he? I don't know where he is. I lost him. I can't seem to tell how, where, what, and I make this look easy. So, yeah, that was the death of me quite a few times, and not really death, but at least a reset and a replay, so that's a death. And I was like, is there a coin down here? I forgot. There was not. Come down here, and oh hey, remember that hint, and don't go down a green pipe because it's a reset, and remember that hint? Yeah, take your advice and just go fast, and there's one over here, so cool. That's where you appear if you midpoint, but I didn't, so. Yeah, if you midpoint, you go up into that little cubby up there in the sky. It's like, I'll get you later. If I could only just approach this with precision. Hello there, you're gonna take my hit, I know it, you're gonna take my hit. When's it gonna be? There's it gonna be. And I got 2 mushrooms at the same time, basically, after that. Not really. But yes, you come over here in this Ice Town Land weird abstract ville that really is out of random things, and then we'll see something familiar. Yes. If you have at least a short-term memory at all, you might remember. We were here 5 seconds ago, oh man. Coming back to get that secret exit, but it's for an entirely different level. That's pretty cool, actually. I can't say that this is a bad design thing, and your football just goes up like that, and I can just destroy it, and it's very easy. But this, and I actually, you know, I lied, I do screw up on this, I think. You will see, but it's not much. It is not much because, like I said, pressing L and R will do better than dying. And yes, just gotta remember it. Yeah, I knew I didn't have to use that midpoint, so at least that, yes. So you come down here and you do stuff and things around town, and if you want a free life, you can finagle. And yes, I think this happens for a bit, and get a mushroom, and you can smash turn blocks by spin jumping. However, it's hard to stop. Oh no, so it's like, it's 2 different messages, but it's a similar one there already, but it's like, I think it gets hit like 20, no, okay, that was the 20 times I was thinking of, but it wasn't really. Oh, I did a little more, there you go, so you get to do that sign a whole bunch. This took me a long time, the first time and second time I did this, but didn't that time. That time I was just fine, and then sometimes you go straight through because you're still spin jumping. You might still have the key because you know the glitch, but yeah, you know, you screw it up a little bit. And that was the scrolling level, by the way, and the ghost house. It is generic Nameville, but it's okay because it's the mushroom factor, so be whatever the hell it wants. And toe dip. Oh no, you're in the ghost house. My tip is to get the heck out of there pronto. You are a little bitch because this place is quite easy actually. It's just a matter of dodging inanimate obstacles, even though, what am I saying, but unmovable obstacles mostly, except for that, but you know, the rest is just spikes. The rest is just spikes, and also knowing what to do, because that happens. So you come over here, get that P-switch. Just want to show that's nothing, I guess. Why not? It's not like you can get up there with a nifty jump or anything, maybe with a P-switch hop, but you know, I'm not tassing here. So you come up here, and you go around here, dodging these unmovable foes. And then you come down here, use the P-switch, and then just leave. It's like, I want to reset now because I can't progress any further. Because if you wait there, the blue door will disappear. So, you gotta come back and do it over again. So, that's something. And then the second half will be saying something that's used twice, actually, which kinda interesting because I really haven't seen it on any other hacks really, except maybe Demo World that were like on Super Mario World Central. I don't know, but I failed here. I guess it's like not even really a big deal. I mean, yeah, it's not like it does anything. And the second half to the real second half, I guess I just gave it away what it is, but you know, the real second half is just such a joke anyway. It's like, really, so you come through here, and come down here, and what is going on here? Well, besides the fact that we have more Metroid music, which is Norfair for the NES, I believe so, and the only enemy here, and there's also a little cement block in the corner. I'm surprised, that's like the first time I saw that, and that was my computer like going sleepy time, and you know, I thought it happened more, and probably did, but it was possibly during edited out time, so that's cool. You just kill yourself here. Yep, that's what happens when talking. It causes it to fall asleep on my end, so on the live end at least. And that was the last end. Darling, I left a magic fire flower in the treehouse in front of the castle. It will help you reach the finale. Peach. If you haven't noticed, I've been reading finale for that. Just, yeah, that happened. But I do not show the actual bonus, and it's sad because I'm like, every time I'm like, I'm gonna show it, and then I forget it. And it's like, I'm not gonna go back to grind levels just for it. And it's like, okay, so I could use like a tool to make it faster, but you know, why even bother? This is the sky level or whatever, but it was the death of me many times. And not this time, not this recording, but you got these flying blocks here that you gotta jump on that are actually a lot easier than I made them seem the first time I saw them. And I guess that was the first time I really seen them in a while. I think the last time I seen them was in, what was that called? EVW or whatever it was called. Oh, Raucow did it. It's like, it has like a sub-map where you can go to all the levels at one time type deal, and I've never in that, but I don't think I've really played anything other than that had them any recently in the non-tooling days. I mean, I have no idea how much I played in my tooling days. I think it was just this and Demo World, but there was a death, and yes, let's go on ahead and start the funward winning round. No, I die again. Okay, that's pretty nifty. Let's just fall in that hole so we can start up the fast forwarding mode with the Mission Impossible, the NES remix, because I was like, what should I put here? I don't know. I guess I will just do this, because for some reason it just refuses to put like that audio as audio 1, even if it's the only audio, so I have no idea. Testing new software. We'll see. Maybe something new will pop up. Who knows? But yes, we're back here, and you need this shell, so don't like leave it here or lose it or something, or be dangerous with it. I don't know why I was being dangerous with it. Just get it, guy. It's not that it's not that hard. You just jump on it. You gotta, you know, I don't know. It does move kind of fast, I guess I will say, but I don't know. I feel I can be a lot better at it if I can sometimes, and this is the thing. You gotta make sure it arcs but not too much, and then sometimes it's there, and then sometimes you don't make this jump because it's utterly there, and a lot of this stuff, because I've seen the original demo, I haven't played it, but yes, it was a kind of easier in spots, and right there was a spot, so you know, that's a there, and here's a little pea flying run if you like them, because I don't, and it took me quite a while to actually do, but I was also overthinking it because I did not have knowledge of a hidden compartment here in the under-earths, and I probably could have just kept going, but that's pretty much what I was doing, because I thought that was the only thing, and then I think I saw this at one point. I was like, oh, you get down there, there's like utterly a hole there, I don't know, but then I figured it out, maybe on like my third attempt or something. I know, how sad. I just utterly don't pay attention sometimes, and it can be the death of me. Now I'm just waiting for this to go off, because hey, I want to get a mushroom, even though you use supply 2. To select a, swap and things. You press select to get the item in the box. Hooray! Thank you, Toad. It's not really useful here though, so I don't know why. Darling, do you know where you're going? Toad tried to tweet you the directions, but there's something wrong with his smartphone. Peach, should've got an iPhone, but, you know, that's just something. I don't know. I was such an Apple fan, and then I went back to Windows, but I do have the iPhone, so that's a thing. And I do still like their products, so... Yes, here's a part where you have to, like, go back, but you don't have to go back as far because you have the cape, and as long as you keep the cape and you kill the guy, that is the only way they can kill the cape for you, unless you kill yourself by, fall damage, and, yeah, so you come over here, and you only have to come over here, and you gotta just fly up there, and, you know, sure enough, I don't even make it at first, so... You know, don't get your hopes up. If this was like, if you had your bets on me getting it this time, well, you're wrong. You're sadly mistaken, I think. Yes. You are sadly mistaken, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, no, I don't die, I don't think. I don't know why I left all this, but, you know. It's a thing. Yes. Yeah, I was like, can I break now? No, you cannot. And when I say it's a thing, it reminds me of the movie Dodgeball, when, that Ben Stiller's character, he's like, he read about it in a book, and it was about throwing up people and eating it, and yes, I hope you're not eating right now, because I just said that. Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, that is what happens, and that's kind of what you're getting into if you're seeing that movie. Forest Level. And this level is a level, and it is very interestingly designed. We got Castlevania Stage 3 music of Castlevania 3, and it's a really cool song, and this is a really interesting puzzle, and I like it, and I have seen it way too many times, I will say that, but, you know, that's pretty much this and the last level, except not really, because the last level I didn't even have to play that much, but this level I did. Spoilers, there will be another death montage, so, you know, I want to spoil another thing. I do not beat the Kaizo Boo on my first try. I beat it about, like, 10 times in, so I was so disappointed, but I was like, you know what, I wanted to show, kind of, like, this is what usually happens, like, stuff like that happens. You can be holding the right button as much as you want, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. That was utterly on purpose to do this, and yes, one of them is for real. No, all of them are for real, and except after that, they're death, so, yeah. Yep, that's pretty much how they roll in this game. Keys, secrets, you will die trying to get them, and I guess that's to be said of any hard Mario game. If the secret exit's gonna be like the hard thing, and then I do that, and I'm like, I screwed that up. gotta just go back to the beginning, grab you, and die. And just die, and have to start over, even though I was right at the beginning, and I died again to that. And there's gonna be another doubling up death. Another doubling up death soon. Isn't that cool? Yes. I wasn't even, like, frustrated at this point, because I had other stuff done good, so I was like, you know what, I just gotta get it done, gotta get it recorded, and if there's a death montage, there's a death montage, and it's just more editing for me to have to do, and it was a lot, especially with the problems I was having, because when you fast forward something, it should not fast forward the next segment also, and then, like, you go, like, into it, and then there's, like, no video, and it's I don't know. I don't understand. But you bring the P switch up here, and here's a little flying section about to be, but I read this first. Leave the key here for now and come collect from the treehouse to the right. Swoop up and down to get all the way there. And yes, I do not bring the key around. I'm sorry. There's utterly no reason to. I mean, you can. I did it for a little bit when I thought you had to, but you know. And I realized you don't, so, you know, I actually did quite good at this and showed it a few times just because there was so many times I would just do it on the first try and I was like, damn, like, it took me so long to do. It's so funny. I was seeing this stuff and, like, it's stuff I'd previously only seen other people do, so I'm just like, I'm at a loss, and then eventually I just kind of get it, and that's pretty cool, I guess. So, you will not get it on your first try unless you're good at this, like, unless you played a lot of hard stuff and done this kind of stuff, you will probably be dying and resetting a bit, especially on this stage. Because, like, figuring it out, like, if you know what's going on, you watched it or something, I mean, you're watching this, but, I mean, you might not necessarily be all that paying attention to the level design and stuff and what you gotta do, I don't know. And I'm not always talking about it, so, you know, I get this far on this life, because spoilers, I don't win this life, and yes. That's how I did it. That's how I did it, and yep, continuing onward, I do something like this and screw up all my chances in the world. I have no idea how that happened. It was so preventable, and I want to just show that springboard jump for no reason. It's actually playing a hack that required that, and I was doing it. And then I just didn't play any more of it, because that was really the only trick I could pull off, and that was yet another Mario World by Down Air, the one I did the one episode. Like, I was like, this is technically a Kaizo. It's like, yeah, it's a Kaizo, what did I expect? I was like, I could do the first and second stage with a bunch of deaths. So that was a screw up, so I was like, certainly I could do the rest of it, but I don't know. That was just more of a test type substance, I guess. I don't know. It was there, and people liked it, and they wanted me to do more, and I was like, I want to do more, I'm having so much trouble with it. And yes, I cut to greener pastures because I was like, that was the only interesting part. I did screw up like once or twice in here, and I was like, I want to do that and ditch Yoshi and just show off what's to come, but not actually do it. Because I need that horse, I need that dinosaur, and I need to die here like 20 million times. I hate when you get so far in a level, and then you just die to everything you either did or didn't die coming up. And oh hey, here's the double death. Hello there, double death. How you doing there? Same place, same muncher, same time, same... I did that too also, but I wanted to show it again. I did that again on my first try. I wanted to show that, so I was like, oh hey, more content for this hour-long video. Yep, that didn't work out too well. And here's another swoop. Here's another swoop. Up and dive. Yeah, I showed that way too much. Oh well. And I would just not jump off. I don't know what happened. Of course we got the original NES music going on. Of course. Why not? does that look that fast-forwarded to you? Because it registers like it's at 200, but it doesn't look that fast, and I had to do some manual editing to the next clip to make it work, because, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. Like I said, I'm so happy I got the video looking the way it did, because it was a mess, I tell you. It's a lot of parts. It was like I ended it at a certain point just to make sure it's saved through. Like that Camtasia gave me a save prompt, and they did. So I was happy about that, and yeah, so then I continued on. So it technically was in one sitting, but I paused the recording. I didn't want to do another behemoth-sized file. Like, I still did two, like, medium behemoths, but, yeah, I didn't want to do a really big one. I was like, oh crap, I screwed that up, but I didn't. And, yes, I'm talking over a supposed fast forward. Oh, well. So, yeah, it would just kind of skip this and go to a part in the future with, like, Yoshi spitting the key out, and I was like, I can't really have that kind of edit there. Like, it looks so sloppy, so I had to fix up that. And do I do it on the first try? No, I don't. So, okay, 2 hours in the whole, like, I don't know how many times I had to go through here, this playthrough, but comparatively, that's, like, insane. Because I would be going back and forth. It would take me a bit, and then I'd do something, and then I'd have to go all the way back, and then eventually do it again, because that's how I roll. I'm a masochist for wisdom. Yes, I guess I will. Wow, that was like in sync with my computer in real time. We both got like fade out sleepy times, and that was pretty cool. So I am slightly masochistic with the games. I don't know why. I like to. And here it's like, how would you have a key and a P switch in Yoshi's mouth? I just don't understand. It's like, so you want me to backtrack? It's like, no, I'm just gonna like leave the key back there. And yes, we finally have out of here, but wait, it's not permanent. It's not permanent, because as you will see, yep, so you gotta put it there, and then either go get it or wait for it to come down. I like to just put it there, because waiting for it to come down the conveyor, it sometimes just it's like kinda hard at times, so I'd rather just do it the cheap way and do it that way. And look at what's there. Look at how they did that. The fireball was the king power-up in the end. Bro, what's going on with Peach and your PA Toad? Are you sure he's gay? Seems like they've gotten awfully close to this drug. Oh, that was funny. It sounded like Luigi was accusing Mario. Oh well. But yeah, that happened. I was like, I gotta put the victory music in. So yeah, you gotta come back here and go in that little ice world. And yeah. And yeah, this footage is kind of useless because you will see soon enough that I make a terrible decision. So like, I'm gonna stand right about here and then lose the utterly most important power-up in the world. I missed it. I missed the key. So at least I showed that, doing that. That happens sometimes, I guess. Never did it before, but I did have to go through there big one time, so, you know. So let's get the most important power-up in this game for progress. Yes, and I keep it going because I was like, I don't feel like changing songs for 2 seconds, so it's like I could've just flew up there, but, you know. So you come here, and you gotta be strategic. You gotta be strategic with your placement of fireballs. I wasn't at a certain point, but I still managed to succeed, but you gotta just make sure you take off that top layer, because if you take off like 2 in a row, you will be screwed. Like I thought I was there. I was like, oh god, like am I gonna have to like press B and then like release it and jump again and do some crazy stuff? But I didn't. I didn't. It just kind of worked out in the end. So I was like, can't run here, but I can do stuff here, but it's not really running, not really moving very fast. But let's get that key, go up, and yes, get to the last level. Well, second to last, because the top secret area has an exit, so, you know, that's a thing, but it's really just the intro level. Oh man, I gave it away. And I was all powered up, so I was like, I don't know. You'll say, bro, where are you? You were due on stage 5 minutes ago. Get a move on. I can't stall the judges much longer. Darling, as I've always told you, you don't need to take mushrooms to make you big. You're fine just the way you are. Less is more. So yeah, also the mushroom factor, it's a singing contest, I guess, like whatever factor reality show they're trying to reference. But that's not what I thought it was at first, but you know, that's something. But I just skipped all that because I was like, I don't even have to, I can show it, but I don't have to do anything there, and yeah, that's what I did. Let's get that actual exit and have lag, and it was right around the same time again. Sleepy time, gotta fix it. And that was I liked how I went into that keyhole. It was a good insertion, Mario. Don't take that the wrong way. So yeah, the last level of this hack, and it's a vertical level, so you know, it's like, I don't know why, in theory, it shouldn't be too bad, because all you do is lose progress. You don't die, necessarily. I mean, you definitely could die, but you're gonna probably lose progress, like by slipping and slip and fall. But you can't sue. But you can yes, do things and lose track of topics, and you know, that's the easy way to do it. I showed the hard way to do it in a fast forward, but you know, that's there. And yeah, so I don't know why it just gets stressful having to do this stuff like over and over again, that it's like maybe it is better, like it's just I just fub this. I just get rid. I always despawn these guys. I did it the first couple times. It's not that hard. You just kind of spin jump on them, and I've done it before. I've showed it off. It's not really a big deal. I was like, I don't feel like losing progress for that, so I just kind of kill them every single time. And I don't know. Might regret that a little bit now, but it's like it's done. It's done. That's okay. So there's these platforms, and you gotta not like barrage into spikes. And barraging into spikes, I don't know if that's even possible, because I don't even know if I'm using a word. But you can slip through here with the cape, but not with anything else, unless you're Small Mario, so good luck with that. Well, it might be possible, but I had some time trying to get through there, so I was just like, cape is a must, unless I'm doing it small, which isn't too bad, but there's still, like, once you get up here, it's like, there's like 1 or 2 jumps that's like really close. It's really cutting it close with a Small Mario that you have to be precise, and that doesn't hit you for some reason. I don't know. I was ducking, and then then I realized, okay, it doesn't kill you. And then floating slowly down with the leg, and I did that about 20 times at least, and yes, to utterly missing the fireball too. Not that it's much of need at this point now. And because it's the most important power-up, but not in actual combat. Yeah, so, coming up here, and I just miss, and what am I gonna do about that? I think I'm going to die at a certain point. Yes, I do this, and I'm like, there's gotta be some platform. Nope, thwomp. Nope, thwomp, and it might have been better, because I can go back and get power-ups, and I'm using this nifty old remix to go up this long tower, like 3 times, I think. I think that's how many times I kept, I'm not sure, but still it looks slow, and that's kind of upsetting me, because I didn't really test the last part, so the last part can be utterly, like, bad. And I may have to, like, do something about that before continuing on with this audio, so, you know, that's something. I do that, that's how you do it without tools and stuff. You know, you can do that if you want. And yeah, this is probably in standard time, and I don't know why it has the blue bar, and if I look at clip speed, it'll say 200, sure enough, but, you know, I'm sure I've tested it and everything, but, you know, that's the way it works. I need to find something better, not gonna lie, but, you know, that's what comes with not paying $300 for a software, and I have no idea what happened there, but now we're fast forwarding, and I really should have, like, view tested this ending, because it really, that looked awful in comparison to what I did earlier, and those spin jumps were only showing the right half of me, so I guess it cuts a few frames with the speeding up, I would assume, because, you know, we're going all metal apocalypse on your ass right here. So yeah, that reminds me of Metalocalypse, and that was not the original song that I was going to put there, but that's okay, because it works. But there's another one that kind of sounds like somewhat of the beginning of it, and I don't know where I heard it. It's probably my YouTube favorites, but, you know, I didn't look. And yeah, that's where the exit is. It's right there. It's right there. And yes, Yesterday. Such a good song. And it's, yes, very nice. Darling, I don't know how to break it to you, but I'm having an affair with Toad. Turns out, he's not not gay after all. Please forgive me. I'll say it after this text box, I guess. Nice try, Mario, but you'll never beat me. You might as well just throw yourself off the roof and kill yourself. Regards, Bowser. Yep, you should probably do that, because that's kind of the only way to progress, but no, I was gonna read it as he's not as gay as you think, or something weird like that. I don't know, that was not what was on screen, though, but still funny. Still funny, and let's fight the Boo. Let's fight the Boo. Let's fight the Boo. And the Boo is in the final countdown land, and the time I did it in the last recording that I actually got anywhere decent in, yes, I did it in time with the music and everything. I swear to God, first try and everything. I was so shocked, and I should have known right there, that it was going to be gone. And right here, I'm doing it, but it's not happening, and there's a sound glitch there. I don't remember that from my first time through, but it is there now. So yes, I died first time. Let's see another one. Let's see. So yeah, let's see. I started at 40, so let's see how many lives I drained. See how many lives I drained on this guy. I guess it's good because it's lava. It like kills you faster than like fall damage. So that's kind of a bit more forgiving, I guess. And it was like, here I am. I'm gonna die because you're too scary. So wow, only like 6 lives. That is really good, I think. I'm no Mario expert, so I think that's pretty good for like, I don't know. I play these hacks and I know the hacks, but I wouldn't say that makes me necessarily an expert. So I can do stuff and things sometimes when luck is on my side, but when it's not, I cannot, and that's really unfortunate. So it's the final countdown, because we'll never get to that part, and that song reminds me a lot of that song in that Mega Man X5 game that was used in the first level of Mario Gives Up 2, the like level, the final world. I cannot think of the name of the song, but thanks. It's like so funny. The shell, it's like, I don't know. My life was better back there. Thank you, Mario, but the finale was in another castle. Didn't you get my tweet? Mario will return and escape from Bowser's castle. Thanks for playing, pablopeach, and I am looking forward to that. I hope that's a thing, because I will play it, and I will probably enjoy it and make a video upon it. And yes, this was a terraformer, and this happened. Long video. Longest video I've done, and that was a long time for talking straight, so I'm gonna go drink some water. See you guys.